Hi, this video will provide instruction on how to incorporate the images and the correct citation information into your individual wikis and pages. So see on this home page, I'm asking you to put in an image. So we've already covered images in fair use. If we go back to the document we covered back in the process analysis unit, it shows you that with citation and fair use, you just have to make sure you are covering your bases. If you're taking an image from a picture, you need the figure reference, you need the description of what it is, and you need the copyright information, the book that it came from, the pages, the years, all that stuff. Many of you will be taking images from web sources, which means the citations will be slightly different, but you'll still want to put them with the images. On this document, it also goes into Creative Commons and use of Creative Commons attribution and fair use, and this will be especially important for us with this Go on Public Wiki because the Google Sites allows you to bring Creative Commons images in pretty easily. So when we're thinking about the citation, it's going to be the title, the producer of the content, and the Creative Commons license. So let's keep that in mind. And then we'll go back and think about the images themselves. So just like here where you delete the content and just have your names and page titles, here you could delete the image. The easiest thing to do from here to make sure you can get the image and the information in right next to each other is to create a text box. And then if you create that text box, I did that by just going up here, insert text box, you can shrink the size of this and you grab it and you can pull it up. So that's great. You've got a text box here, you're all ready, you're all set. I like to put a little letter there just so I have a space and I know exactly where it's going to go. But after that, you start thinking about images. If you go right back up here to these options, you can see that there is an image one. If you go to select, if you have your own image you like to upload, you can upload it here, and you would do that just like you would upload any image. You go to the file on your computer and you upload, or you can click select. Once you're on the select, you go up here to search. Let's say I'm working with social media in the workplace, so I will type in social media. Search. And all these images come up. So you could just double click on this and it will take it and put it in your paper, but you don't want to do that. You want to click it once, and after you click it once, you'll see the check mark is there, but also you will get a link down here to more information about the source. So you go to that page, and from there, you'll see the image. If you scroll down a bit, you'll see all the stuff you need for your Creative Commons attribution. We have the title, we have the author, and we have the Creative Commons license. So we're all set. Let's go back to the wiki and we'll select that and put it in there. Now you just grab the image, you drag it up, and you see that blue line kind of moves around. Wherever that blue line is where the image will go. This is a little bit big right now, so we're going to shrink it a bit. You'll see I've still got my little placeholder so I know where I'm going to need to put my attribution. After that, I type up my attribution. I might want to make it a little bit smaller there. But there you go. I got my image on the page. I got my Creative Commons attribution. I'm all set. I covered my bases. These images have been licensed to be freely used. I just have to show where they came from. I've done that. No legal liability there. So that's how you change it on the home page. It's slightly different for the individual pages. So let's go to an individual page. Go to my subtopic 1. You'll see here on layout they will give you options for how you can add images in. You can use those, but if you do, you might run into some problems because it's easy to add the image in the same way. But your text will be here, and if your text gets really long, you'll end up with your text going all the way down here and a big blank space beneath your image, which kind of looks funny. So here's what I'm going to suggest. Just delete that. Here's where you're going to put your content for your page. I'm going to suggest that you just put the image right above it. To do that, you go duplicate section. Now you don't need 2 of these. Just delete that content. Here's our placeholder where we'll use our we'll replace our Creative Commons attribution information here in a second. We're going to go over to images again. We're going to select. Let's say this page is about productivity. I'm going to click on that. Maybe I like this one. Just like last time, I'm going to want to click on it, go and check out the Creative Commons attribution. And here, they're really nice. They've already done it all for you. You can just copy and paste this and stick it right onto the page. So we're set. We're going to select the image. Just like last time, you grab it, you drag it up. You want to get it up to the top. Just drop it in. Again, it's really big. So now we're going to reduce the size to one that looks a little bit better. Let's get the whole word in. Now we're set. If you want, you can even make it smaller that way. You're going to want to get your Creative Commons attribution in here. And then you can just drag this and move it to where you want it on the page. You could still make it a little smaller if you want, but here it seems like that messes with the actual font there. But somebody goes to your page, they'll have the image up there. Again, you have your attribution. Your content will be right beneath it, and you're all set. So again, the key to images with Google Sites is maneuvering it onto the page, and usually that will be either the creation of a text box or just duplicating a text box I've already created. Once you find your image, you want to make sure you have the Creative Commons attribution, which is the title, the creator, and the license. And that's about it. If your group does this successfully, your page will look something like this, where you have your image, they have attribution there. They didn't go through Creative Commons, so they had to go through and put the other information in. Each page is uniform. They're placing it in the same places. It looks roughly the same. The attributions are the same. They're placed on the page the same. You want that kind of consistency if you can have it.